Hi, Andrew Cooper, Advice for Living Financial Planning. There are a number of quite major changes coming to the realm of personal insurances. So by that I'm talking about life cover, total and permanent disability, trauma and income protection. Most notably, it's going to be in the area of income protection, but there are some changes going in some of the other areas. I will talk predominantly about income protection because that's where the biggest changes are coming, and also where the bulk of insurance is. It's the big cost, and it's where a lot of insurance is. What has happened is that over recent years is that the insurance companies have really been in a bit of a race to the bottom with premiums. They have, although premiums seem high, the insurance companies have been basically adding on benefits wherever they possibly can, broadening and easing underwriting, and trying to keep premiums as low as possible in order to get market share. The impact of all of this is that the insurance companies have been basically bleeding money from their income protection insurance covers. There's been a lot of payouts, particularly in the area of mental health, and also the cost of premiums really just isn't covering the cost of providing the insurance. As a result, the government has actually stepped in and has required the insurance companies to do a number of things. One, it relates around premiums. So premiums are going to increase, have been increasing of course, but will undertake some fairly substantial increases. Secondly, the conditions available in income protection particularly are going to be changed quite dramatically, so that I suppose that if you have got cover at the moment, if you can, well, there will be two things. One is if you can afford to keep it, you will have better policies. But secondly, it will get more expensive to retain it, unfortunately. So it will be something we'll need to look at for those of you that have income protection particularly, to see if either you can afford to keep it, or alternately if we need to make changes to your policies in order to make it affordable. What we don't want to do, if we can possibly avoid it, is write new policies, because as of October this year the changes are going to come into place, and they will really mean that your insurance policies are not going to be as good as what they were. There will be things like you can only have indemnity cover. Now that's already in place. You previously, a number of you, if you wrote policies with me, you will quite often be on what's called agreed value. And that was for people who had whose income varied a little bit. That agreed policies are not going to be available anymore. You will have to have only indemnity, so they'll only cover. At the moment, what will happen is that the insurance company will look back over the last 3 years and pick the best year and pay you based on that. After the new changes are in place, they'll only be allowed to go back 1 year. Also, at the moment, you can have cover through to age 65. What is going to have to happen now is there will be a 5-year review period, and basically you'll need to apply again. There will be also restrictions on the level of benefits that are provided. Now, fortunately for most of you, when I've written insurance cover, we really just write the basic policy. We don't add all the bells and whistles on, because I always say that they're like the fries at McDonald's. That's where the insurance companies make their money, on things like benefits that'll fly you home if you get sick somewhere else, and having a nurse come in and that sort of stuff. Whereas I'd rather just provide more cover, because I think that gives you the flexibility. Now, so that's where really the policies are going to be pared back to that. And so basically there's going to be a range of changes brought in that are going to mean it is going to be harder to get income protection, it is going to cost more, and the policy conditions are not going to be as good. So as I said, we'll be reviewing. Those of you that want to have those insurances reviewed, please let us know. We'll of course be following up with many of you as part of a regular cycle. And it's going to basically, we'll be looking at how we can try and maintain those premiums at an affordable level. For those of you that say that have got existing cover, we're going to be stuck in this situation where the existing policies are going to be better than anything you'll be able to get anywhere, but the cost is going to go up because they're going to have to be in a situation where they can actually cover the cost of that sort of stuff. I suppose that one of the other issues that's going to be in the new policies is there will be a lot more a lot more exemptions, things that will be exclusions, things that will be excluded where you won't be able to get cover for and that sort of thing. So it's going to be a more difficult time. So anyway, if you have insurance with us and you are concerned about what we need to do, then do please get in touch and we'll look to see how we can assist you to, as I say, maintain the cover you need, but to do that at an affordable price. As I said, there's also going to be some issues with life and TPD and trauma. They're less relevant, I suppose, but for most people, but there are some changes. So anyway, give us a call if that's something that concerns you, and we'll see how we can help. Bye.